all weekend, all the odds are never on the table. Yella and Rushan bring that heat. They stay ready, willing, and able. Yeah. Flipping stories left and right. Bring a chair, grab a snack. In the ring of podcast, golden show, don't cut no slack. Laughs and gasps, hit the mat. Ideas breaking the mold. Grab the belt, tuning quick, our stories getting told. Let's go! Shooting from the script. Hold your breath now. Wrestling tales, flip the script. It's time to take a bow. Hear the voices loud and clear like camera, perfect sound. Can't keep the action in the ring. The champ's here now. The champ's here now. Updates rolling in. Big bros never stall. Memes and highlights hit like going through a wall. Suplex the doll, flip the script, own it all. Commentary so sharp, it'll be a one and all. From types of titles, the rush is unreal. Catch us each week, we're the show you can feel. Shooting from the script, hold your breath now. Wrestling tales, flip the script, it's time to take a bow. Hear the voices loud and clear like camera, perfect sound. Can't keep the action in the ring, the champ's here now. Chants and cheers rumble through the crowd. Pump the beat, stories proud and loud. New ideas, unique stories to savor. Watch the podcast, crowd's favorite flavor. Shooting from the script, hold your breath now. Wrestling tales, flip the script, it's time to take a bow. Hear the voices loud and clear like camera, perfect sound. Can't keep the action in the ring, the champ's here now. Chants and cheers rumble through the crowd. Pump the beat, stories proud and loud. New ideas, unique stories to savor. Rock the podcast, crowd's favorite flavor. Shooting from the script, hold your breath now. Wrestling tales, flip the script, it's time to take a bow. Hear the voices loud and clear like camera, perfect sound. Can't keep the action in the ring, the champ's here now. The champ's here now.
Let's go, shooters. Let's go.
Oh, all right. Welcome in, everybody, to the newest, hottest, restartingest, bestest old wrestling podcast that you ever did see. We are shooting from the script. I am the final boss, Yella. Next to me himself is Mr. Ass, Rashawn. What's good with you? You muted. He's an ass man.
That's what I was doing. Like, he's an ass man. Yeah, let's go. Man, what's good? What's good, man? Everything's straight, mama. Let me see. Number one analyst. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, there we go. And we do want to give a big thank you to the in-house band, the Shooters, with the theme as always this week, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. It's Dave the drummer's anniversary week, so shout out to Dave and his wife Helen, celebrating 6 years of marriage.
Hey,
all right.
Fun fact for the Shooters, they were up to do the new theme song of the Motor City Machine Guns, but they came in second place. So they were close, close, but they got us as a fallback, consolation prize. Yeah. Not too shabby.
You get up, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you can't get Motor City Machine Guns,
it might be the better prize.
I mean, talk about failing up. Talk about failing upwards. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, y'all. So we are about to get into it. We got a couple segments set up for y'all and some reviews.
Yeah.
So, Brother Sean, go ahead and lead the
All
way.
right. So we are going to do the reviews in a new way. In a new way. So we are going to play Shoot It or Boot It as we go through the activities of the week. So we'll get ready to go through Smackdown on January 10th. And Yellow, you'll say shoot it or boot it. And if shoot it, we'll talk about it. Boot it, we'll move on to the next match or the next happening. All right.
All right.
What's up? We got Bo Johnson in the building. Is Hogan done? He should be, but
He
he's
better
actually
be.
tied into the next Saturday main event. They've already promoted him for the next Saturday main event. So he's not done. He is not done. He is not done. He's gonna be back. All right. So shoot it or boot it. So SmackDown January 10th, man. We started with a nice, Paul. My name is Paul Heyman promo. But I gotta say, the Chocolate Chief, Woman Wonka, got his Oompa Loompa back from Solo Slugworth, and now he wants his belt back from Cody Rhodes. I want to ask you before we get into the shoot it or boot it, where do you stand on where Bloodline is right now? Because I'm waiting to see if Solo keeps his word about acknowledgement, but I guess they're going to slow play that. How do you feel about where the Bloodline is right now? Roman's got his Ula Fala back. Where are you at with that?
I mean, like I said, man, they like I say with this all the time, they seem to find a way to add the proper storyline into the story. I don't know how they do it, but I think they're going to find a way to amp this up even more. Because, like you said, Roman got the Ula Fala.
Yeah.
Solo made no quarrels about, like he said, hey, look, if he beat us, we're gonna have to acknowledge him. You know what I mean? And I think Roman was on the same thing. I think everybody kind of came to that conclusion. Like even those who didn't speak just quietly, like if they didn't say nothing, you just gotta assume that hey, if that's what it is, like because the thing was that he didn't beat Roman for it. He didn't take it from Roman fairly. So if he did, then it kind of proves his point. And tradition is tradition, no matter what. Right? That's why he didn't just go take it from him. He ultimately challenged him to tribal combat, which is how it's supposed to go. Because if he took it from you, then he took it from you, and you know what I'm saying, you wasn't strong enough to have it. You know what I'm saying? He took it from you for a reason.
Lost,
you lost it for a reason. Yeah, you wasn't chief. So but no, I'm liking it, man. I'm giving them all the grace in the world to do what they do. This is definitely the let's see where it go, let it play out portion of WWE. You just gotta let it do its thing. It hasn't, for better or worse, it hasn't gone wrong yet. So just let it play out. Yeah.
All right. Cody KO brawl, shoot it or boot it.
We can shoot it.
Okay. So Kevin comes out saying, "Here you are again. Here you are again, shaking hands with Heyman. First you help Roman, and now as soon as you shake hands with Heyman, he's talking about now Roman's coming to get his title back, and this all could have been stopped had you helped me stop them before. Now if he gets his title back, we're resetting. We're all the way back to 2 years ago with Roman at the top. What are you doing?" Cody charges KO in the stands with his Kevin was right. One of your favorite merch ideas. But what do you think about where Kevin and Cody stand at this moment as well?
I'm liking it. Yeah. I'm liking it.
I've heard a lot of negative feedback. People are already over this, and I love it. But a lot of people are over this. But
because Kevin's not going to dethrone him. That's probably why.
True.
Like, and people know that. Like, Kevin's not going to take the title.
Foregone conclusion. Yeah.
Right. And
plus, he has his own title. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they have the same title essentially.
True. He is a champion right now. In his mind.
He's got the belt.
He has a belt.
It's the Universal Championship.
It's not even that.
The disputed Universal Championship. Kevin
the very
Owens
disputed.
Is the disputed Universal Champion. Don't hate.
Yeah. Cool. He could even be the Universal Champion because it's not the Universal title. That's fine. That's fine. He can be whatever name, Universal 24/7 hardcore, never open weight because it ain't real. He living in Delulu. Call him Delulu Owens.
That's third.
Call him Dio.
Yeah, Dio instead of KO. All right.
But
all right.
even within his Delulu land, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
See, the one person that's been in this thing with the bloodline from the beginning basically has been Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. He is one of Roman's first opponents at the Rumble in the 24 last man standing match during the pandemic. It was awesome. He should have won because of a technicality, but we're not gonna worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was one of the first ones to get screwed over by the bloodline as a whole, like as an entity. So he right. Yeah, he absolutely right. But Cody is interesting in the sense of Cody's interesting in this case because he is playing more in the gray area of morality.
Okay.
So he's not necessarily operating. He ain't on no bullshit, but he's also operating within the gray area of morality within WWE. I think that seems more realistic to me. Like I could be a stand-up guy, but I also know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My moral stance can be high, but I ain't finna be stupid about where I'm at. That's like I'm in war. Yes, I can have my morality when I'm at home and chilling with the kids and the wife and hanging out with the family and barbecuing and going to my day-to-day life. But when it's time for war, we very much operating in that gray area. You make certain enemies, you make certain allies. You know, he's definitely made quite an ally with Roman Reigns. So
that's weird. Okay, I hear you. So Chelsea versus Michin, shoot it or boot it?
Definitely shoot it.
Okay. So U.S. heavyweight title defense for Chelsea. First woman up again is Michin. I guess Michin's the only person in contention for the U.S. heavyweight title because
yeah,
it's just us, oops, them two versus each other since before the dumpster match. I guess the dumpster match I thought was the culmination of the rivalry, but we're extending this into the belt era. But here we go, man. Chelsea defeats Michin, man. What do you think about the match and where they stand?
I mean, the match was secondary, man. They have a good rivalry going on right now. The matches with them are just outside of like the dumpster match and the finals of the tournament. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying their matches are irrelevant, but their matches for their rivalry is a bridge to the next thing that happens between them, which is cool. Like sometimes it needs to be the other way around. Like the matches need to be the most important thing. That's not with them right now.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? They got the potential to be a long time rivalry. You know what I mean? Because the reason everybody thought this was dead and they brought it back and it's still kicking is because everybody remembers how they felt watching the dumpster match.
Dumpster match was crazy.
And how they felt watching it build up to that and how they was going at it. So yeah, they can fight forever. Yeah. Not in that sense, but they can have that. They can have one of those rivalries that you can always go back to. Like Liv and Rhea will always be able to double back to that. We're always going to be able to.
Always going to get buckets. Always going to get buckets.
Because they're more than likely always going to land on opposite sides of the coin. Hence Roman and Kevin Owens.
That makes sense.
They've always landed on opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Except for that one, it was one little window. So, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Now I want to call Kevin Owens on this bullshit. Maybe Kevin Owens ain't always right. Because it was a point in time where Kevin Owens was acknowledging Roman Reigns.
Really?
I need to bring up the footage.
Oh,
I need to bring up the footage.
roll that beautiful.
Let me go find what I'm looking for. But no, it's I'm perfectly fine with that rapper, and hopefully Michin is the one that dethrones her, and they keep going, like they stack it on top of each other because it's a new belt. So there's, how can I say, there's not much interest in it, but there's no high level of equity in it, so it can go either way. There's no lineage. There's no, oh, well, they just bounce the top. It can have whatever happened to it. So
yeah. Second Home Podcast, Chris Classic in the building, man. Hope everything's going well. Hopefully you saw my name submissions. I put a bunch of name submissions for your move, so hopefully you can check those out, man. While Yellow's checking that out. All right, so I know this one is. I can throw this one in the background while you're searching. Your brain doesn't even need to boot up for this one.
Oh, here we go, real quick. Here we go. Hold on.
All right, cool.
Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. So this is the smoking gun right here, because Kevin Owens has been talking all that shit.
We got the smoking Bart gun.
He talked all of that shit.
Straight cash.
And I mean, Kevin, I hear you, bro. But when you're doing this ain't good either, my G. This ain't good either.
That's just 2 years ago. Oh, wow. Wait, did he throw one up? I ain't see the arm go up. Hold up.
Nah, they got some words. He nod his. Roman slapped him on the shoulder. He slapped Roman on the shoulder.
Oh, but he could have said anything, man. I don't feel like that mean nothing. He could have said, "I'm gonna kick your teeth in."
Come on, man.
And Roman's like, "Yeah, okay," and Kevin's like, "Yeah, okay."
Man,
and then that's I've had exchanges like that. You know, first time I met you, it was like that. I walked up and I was like, "Yellow, I'll kick your teeth in," and you was like, "Okay, buddy, man, we should be friends." I was like, "Okay, we should be friends then," you know. And that's how it went. So I ain't gonna call that technology.
Nah, man. Good. Yep. All right, bro. and he tapped the Usos. You see him tap the Usos too?
Man, if I don't hear any words, I didn't see the finger go up. Yeah, I'm not gonna call that the Usos too. He said, "Are you gonna get out of my way? I gotta get in the ring." And Roman was like,
"Yeah." It wasn't an acknowledgement, but it was a style of respect.
Yeah. Ray in the building. Siri, what's up?
See?
Okay.
Ray, what's good? Ray, thank you for popping in. Long time no see. Appreciate you. Hope all is well.
All right, good to see
you. Yeah, Ray. Man. See,
there's some stuff there. We have to unpack that. We need to get Kevin on the line. Get Kevin on the line.
Yeah. Man.
But shoot it or boot it. Los Garzas, whatever. Los Garzas.
Shoot, boot it. Boot it.
Pretty boot deadly.
Boot it.
All right. LA Knight versus Shinsuke.
Boot it.
Let's go.
Shinsuke won. He deserves better. LA Knight is dead in the water right now.
No, LA Knight won. It was DQ. It was a DQ win.
Oh, okay. Well, I was guessing because I didn't see it. Either way,
Bloodline came in. Tonga and Jacob came in and interfered. So
yeah, dead in the water. Yep, he dead in the water.
Dang.
Get Shinsuke away from him. Let him probably double back there. Do something later. Go send Shinsuke somewhere else.
Okay. Next. Okay. Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down Under.
Boot it.
Dang. All right.
A-Town Down Under deserve better.
They deserve better. Yeah, man. I don't know if there's too much hope for Waller in theory. I think they need to separate. I think Waller can get further if he separates and it changes his gear. He's got to change that. It's too stupid. Him and Dawkins need to change the basketball shorts. Wrong sport. Like, just switch them up.
Well, technically, his are boxing shorts, and he is a boxer. He's a
that's fine.
I think it was a Golden Glove. Yeah, so his is boxer. Dawkins,
Wrong sport.
get that basketball shit out of here. Yeah, it's over with. Get that look out of here. Yeah, get that shit out of here, bro. Get you some regular tights.
Yeah,
all that good shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Montez, you know what I'm saying? Just wear the, whatever. Or to wear some jeans. Like they do it in NXT all the time. Put some jeans on. You know, you don't want to.
Go holler at Braun Strowman. See who make his jeans.
Yeah, man. All's well. Okay, round table event. Okay, hey, let's go. Okay. Ray doing big things. So good to see.
All right, man.
We want to look up and learn what IQ 45 is.
That's what I'm talking about. Not a panel on a YouTube channel talking about body count. But we gonna be doing some shit at the universidad. Okay, the uni. All right, some real type shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
IQ 45. Now I get it. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
I love it. I love it. That's one I hadn't heard before. Thank you. That's beautiful.
That's funny.
IQ 45. That's crazy. I love it. All right. So shoot it or boot it, man. We got the ladies fatal 4-way for the number 1 contendership.
Boot it, but tell me who won.
Bailey won. So
okay, makes sense.
BBL booty.
But they is definitely firing the Bailey with the title shots, boy. She getting all types of title shots between her and Naomi. They getting all types of title shots.
I will say what I don't understand is how you have a perfectly EST Bianca sitting around not getting any solo title shots on any level, while other people in tags and out of tags are getting all these championship shots. But we booted it. We are going to go to the main
now we can talk about
event.
that. Man, we can talk about that question now.
Side quest for Bianca. Let's go. What do you think? What do you think about that? Because that's problematic for me because I see all these other tag team members and faction members getting solo pushes. Finn. We got that's Finn. We got hold up. I was just thinking about it because they're in a faction. EO. Kyrie was in the solo tournament. Kai was in the solo tournament. She was in the finals. All these other people that are in tags and factions are getting solo championship opportunities, except like some of the MCMG DIY, they're not really into that mix right now. But for the most part, people who don't have a solidified tag team always been rocking together, they have been getting solo opportunities on their own. So it's weird to see. I mean, Nia was soloing, Tiffany was soloing, now it was Candace was soloing. People are moving and shaking solo, but Bianca seems to be shelved, and I don't understand it. But go ahead and talk about that. You got that smirk like you know something.
Let me put my evil Kermit.
Oh God.
Over the eyes. Yeah, there we go. You wanna know why she don't have no solo title? Because they preparing her for the greatest rivalry of 2025.
Here we go.
Jade versus Bianca.
No.
Let's go. Give it what we want.
Okay. Jade is back in the Performance Center. I've heard about that. And she's back on social media. So storm is coming.
A storm is coming. And they talking about no one extra pop culture thing. So Cynthia Erivo, star of the hit musical movie Wicked, said that she desires to play Storm in the X-Men.
I have a problem with that.
I absolutely do.
Why?
Simply because Jade exists.
I gotta see Jade act because as far as like WWE acting,
don't matter. It's a Marvel movie. Don't matter. Tell me tell me about some great acting in a Marvel movie.
Listen.
One. Robert Downey Jr. That's it. He the only one.
No,
he the only one.
No, Nick Cage. Sam Jackson. Come on, man.
Okay, all right. But Sam gonna act in whatever he in.
Yeah. 'Cause he pull
Everybody
off
else
in
are
a few.
good actors. It's funny because everybody else is good actors. I would say the only person that's actually put on like a compelling performance
He said,
is dude who played Vision. See, Ray, right with me. Love Cynthia
that
though.
nigga.
Like Cynthia stole my heart with
Yeah,
Wicked. Love Cynthia, but Jay
yeah.
Cargill exists.
Now Jay
And she,
would be perfect. The physique and the
yeah,
look, Jay
yeah.
would be perfect to play Storm. I just don't
Mhm.
trust her acting chops because of what I've seen in the world of wrestling, AEW and WWE. I just don't trust her.
Yeah,
True, they could mask her deficiencies because she'd be in a like an ensemble. It'd be the X-Men probably or something. So they can
mhm.
mask it. She just throw some lines. They could run them 12 times for her to get it just right. So
Yeah,
you're probably right.
yeah.
So I mean, you're probably right.
The only thing that would probably hurt her
I
is
am
the accent.
true, yeah. Yeah.
And we would have to see what her African accent is.
Ah,
Because Storm very much African.
she is, but
And even
yeah,
Halle Berry rolled out a
a try,
serviceable,
an attempt.
serviceable accent. She didn't talk much, but when she talked, the
Yeah, yeah.
accent was there at least. So she got to be able to hit the try. Yeah, it was a try. It was serviceable. You know,
But
and
man, come on, you can have Cynthia Erivo as Storm flying off into the storm.
she done flew enough. Yep, nope, she done flew
Come on,
enough.
man. Come
Nope,
on,
you
man.
already got Elfie. Go fly with her. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh shoot.
now, yeah, that's
I
what I'm saying.
wouldn't mind.
She wouldn't be a bad choice. Don't get me wrong. That's what I'm saying. The only reason I don't want her in that role is because Jade
The
exists.
the physique. Yeah, the physique.
Yeah.
Jade has a perfect physique. And I do appreciate people that can play like I was bothered by Wonder Woman at first because she's basically a model
Mm-hmm.
and not an Amazon. I really would have loved to have seen an Amazon. She didn't have to look like a model. Like I would have loved to have seen somebody with the physicality because they had
Just Jack.
the other women, other than the Queen of Themyscira and Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. Other than
Mm-hmm.
those two, the rest of those women, they had some strong looking women. I would have loved to have seen somebody in that role. But I know for what they call it, marketability for like selling tickets, it had to be somebody kind of known and a modelist. I know Hollywood is Hollywood, but
So who
I would have loved
plays?
to have seen some muscles.
So who in wrestling plays Wonder Woman?
There's so many. There's so many. Now, if it wasn't for the accent, you could do Rhea Ripley easily. I love a Jordan
Easy.
Grace. I want to see muscle. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see if you're gonna be an Amazonian, be an Amazonian.
She
Zarya,
ain't
like I mean,
tall
as far as
enough
muscle,
though.
like
She ain't
they're
tall
not tall
enough.
enough. Jordan Grace and Zarya, I don't think they're tall enough. Rhea Ripley would be an easy choice. That'd be the easiest
Mm-hmm.
choice. There's somebody backstage at NXT. Let me tell you, NXT did the best. Picture in picture. I've been complaining about picture in picture during these wrestling shows for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been entertained by a picture picture until yesterday. I promise you. They did a picture in picture. It started with Stephanie Vacour silently because they're running commercials and the audio goes to the commercials. Stephanie Vacour, after getting her match interfered, is going through the backstage looking for the people that interfered. Fatal Influence.
Mm-hmm.
She attacks one of them, the one I can't stand. I can't even remember her name. I refuse. My brain won't even retain her name.
Fallon Henley.
I don't like it. No, I like Fallon and I like Nyx. It's the other one. Long face. I can't remember her name. My brain blocks her out so tough.
She was with Gigi.
But I don't know her name.
Yeah.
I know you know her name if it comes to you, blurt it out. But Stephanie caught up to her in the back and threw her into a table. They continue following her. She bumps into Ethan Page. Again, all this is silent because the commercials are running. She runs into Ethan Page and he does his because she's mad. She's steaming. He's like, does a little smile thing. And she just is grilling him. He's like, and then he walks off. Camera starts following him now. And it follows him. I can't remember what else happened, but it was the best picture in picture. But while he was walking, he passed by somebody I've never seen before. This person and it was a woman, but she was yoked up. Like she was like she, you know, we on Rhea Ripley because of the shoulders. This woman was probably twice that. She looked like she could bench press Nia Jax. And I don't know who she is, never seen her. And I'm like, that's who we need. We need to see these people on TV. And I don't know what it is. I don't know where they come from. I don't know if she's from another promotion. It was just in the back. But I was like, man, why are these people? There was a bunch of people
just got there. She could have just got there last week.
Yeah, you would have appreciated some of the other stuff that they passed by. Like, because they
JC
passed by
Jane.
some other stuff. JC Jane, yeah, I can't stand her. Yeah, I refuse to know her name. Serrano.
Okay, so maybe Zarya.
What was her name?
Zarya from NXT.
Zarya, she might be okay. She might not be tall enough either, but she fit the bill. I know Jordan's definitely too short, but Zarya is taller. Zarya is a taller Jordan Grace, and she's also Australian. So it's still like an island. So I mean, her and Rhea Ripley's accent might play because they're both islands.
And Gal Gadot got an accent. So yeah, a little accent with her. She's 5'8". How tall is Gal Gadot? Gal Gadot like damn near 6 feet.
I mean, she might be 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. She might, I don't know. I just know she has that model statuesque.
Yeah, 5'10".
She got that statuesque shape, so it just didn't feel Amazonian to me. They played it up as much as they could, but I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, she got height wise though. Height wise, 5'10" on the woman. Is a giant.
Her arms are like still like I need help with the pickle jar.
So maybe like Charlotte.
Charlotte could work a little bit better, but Charlotte has the physique of who the queen was, a little bit like tall, a little more, but I still want to see some muscle. I still want to see some physique on an Amazonian where they train to fight day in and day out their entire life, and you're trying to tell me they're not gonna have any muscle tone? Like. That sucks.
I got you. Yeah. All right. Nice side quest. All right. Back to the show.
Yeah. Last match of the night. It's the main event. We had Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga versus Jimmy and Cody. Shoot it or boot it?
We'll shoot it just because it was the main event.
Okay. Main event by placement, but it was still lame. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga did what they do. You know, their work is very simple. They're very, very consistent. And Jimmy's also very consistent. Nothing to see here. Now, of course, he takes the pin. Cody gets side quested. Speaking of side quests, he gets side quested by KO. KO comes back out, and that takes Cody out of the ring, which is how the New Bloods end up taking out Jimmy and winning the main event, man. So that's how that played out.
Just got Jimmy out there by himself, looking stupid.
But I kind of figured that was going to happen when I saw Jimmy with Cody. I was like, Cody's not done, and Kevin's not done. Like, so Jimmy, they ain't tried to Jay out, they ain't tried it Roman out, they ain't tried it solo with the acknowledgement out. So like, Jimmy's done. It was a wrap. Rapskis.
Yeah, it's interesting they didn't do that this week, but that's probably what he's talking about. I think he said, I think Roman was talking about January 27th. Or something when he won the so that's gonna probably be something with WWE 2K25 and probably the acknowledgement thing too. The acknowledgement ceremony and all that good shit. So
okay. Let me get my color on.
Cheap.
Just be normal. Can I get
a little darker?
Over there? I couldn't get over. I couldn't get over there.
Ooh,
my little cursor was not
perfect.
Yeah,
that's cool.
All right, we'll work with that. All right, so shoot it or boot it, man. On Raw Review, man. I don't know if you saw this, but you had this the Prince of Promo, CM Punk, the revolutionary of running his gum, Seth Rollins, and the Scottish Warrior of walking in like he talking, Drew McIntyre. Shoot it or boot it.
Let's shoot it. I think I got an interesting take on this.
Yeah, so listen, I really enjoy these three on a microphone. I'm not a big fan of CM in the ring. I'd rather see Seth and I'd rather see Drew. Like, that's my tire. I keep seeing these two wrestle. But on the microphone, the only other person I'd rather see on a microphone, like there's one more, but who is it? Somebody's out. Who is it? I can't even remember. I don't know why I'm blanking. But those are three of my top people on a microphone in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed it. And of course, they started with the I hate you stare from Seth Rollins onto CM Punk. But what did you think of the promo and that dynamic that they're running? Because everybody's basically saying they're Rumble ready. I'm declaring myself for the Royal Rumble. It's that time.
I declare Rumble. That's what they're doing. That's what they're playing. They're playing I declare Rumble.
Yeah.
And that's cool with me.
Yeah, I did like the Seth said. I'm only coming to stop you. Like I hate you so much.
He don't even give a shit.
I'm going to the Royal Rumble just to make sure you lose it.
One,
Which is
he did say that. That was good. He was like, I've main evented. He was like, I've main evented Manias. I've won the Rumble. He was like, I've been the champion. I've done all of this. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to stop you, motherfucker. That's exactly where I'm gonna be there. Yeah. How much you gotta hate somebody to go through 28 other people to get to them? Miggity Mike in the bell. I'm telling you, bro, babe. I tell you 2 weeks ago, Mike. If the time to get back into wrestling was last year. But it's still a good, it's still
what's that quote? What's that quote? What the best time was yesterday, the second best time is right now.
Yeah,
like it's
something
like
the second best time. Yep. It's the second best time.
Man.
And it's on Netflix too. So shit, if you wanna, you can start fresh, you can start with a fresh era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start with a fresh era because we basically getting a hard reset. Shit, The Rock there. That's it. The Rock been there, yeah. Like I said, the best time to start was
and The Rock turned out. The Rock showed out Monday Night Raw. Then he went on NXT and showed out some more. He's being a fool. I don't even know what it is. I don't know why he acting a fool. Yeah, he acting.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah. My favorite part though. Did you see the one with Ethan Page? I think I shared it to your Discord.
Yeah.
Man, that cracked me up, man. When he slapped his butt.
Like, get your sweet ass out of here.
I was like, man, this dude is a fool.
Talking shit to my daughter. Fuck wrong with you, bro? You like I ain't jack your ass sitting there talking shit. Get your ass out of here.
I just can't imagine being a wrestler to get played like that, going off stage and you can't say nothing back. You got to take it. Like, just, I'm like,
yeah. What you gonna do? It's The Rock. That's the whole appeal to The Rock.
Yeah.
He was able to talk to you. He could talk shit about you, and he could beat your ass. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're a man now. He gonna rock your shit,
man. And if you really take it personal, you just always just not be in the company. Like, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Now he can fucking fire you. Oh, you don't like it? Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
We need to vent your fire.
Man.
Still gonna be the best. Yeah, man. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. Y'all got Netflix. Y'all in the sound of my voice. Yep. Go ahead and share passwords. Do all of that. Because this still is like I'm always up for bringing new people into watching wrestling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I always encourage people, go back and watch it. Because you know what? You'll realize that wrestling is probably the realest thing, one of the realest things on TV. You know it's scripted. You know it's predetermined. Everything else feels fake. You know what I'm saying? These people really putting their bodies on the line.
Yeah.
These people doing this live. Looking the part, living the part.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably why I watch wrestling. Y'all might get this little in-depth moment right here. That's why I watch it. Because the rest of the world is so fake. That wrestling's fake makes sense on a real level. It's bad guy versus good guy.
Undertaker, Mankind. Yeah, that was crazy.
All right.
Might not ever see nothing like that on the line. I mean, again, that was Undertaker Mankind was crazy. But this is an automatic shoot, man. So we had a debut. Chad Gable had to go against a luchador because obviously, you know, the claim was put out there that Chad Gable can't beat a lucha or can't beat a good lucha. So he took the challenge. It was a mystery opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the music hits. And it's your boy, Penta Zero.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Man, what did you think about that, man? Because I got nothing bad to say. Everything's amazing.
Okay.
A star, 5-star. Everything was amazing.
So this probably stole the show, which it was meant to, and it did. Because one, they was in San Jose. So the Latino factor was off the charts. They was out there. They out there.
Out there. His family was there. What I'm saying? Baby was crying.
Right. He pointed back at the wife and kids and family. Oh man, come on, bro.
It was great. Oh.
Man, it was electric, bro. I'm like, damn. Like I was watching that shit on my phone. Like I felt that shit through my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, all right, this finna be lit. Cut the promo in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, like you said, it had the Latino crowd going crazy.
Yeah. I mean, from front to back, man, it was just so well done. First of all, his entrance music, banger. His gear, killer. The match itself, Chad Gable is just great in the ring. Just period.
Mm-hmm.
Chad Gable is great in the ring. I really wish he got his opportunity at the IC title back when he was making his run. But they're using him, I guess, to put people over, which is cool because he's going to put great work in. But I guess Penta, I was listening to Chris Classic. Penta is doing more selling than he did in AEW.
Way more. Yeah,
he had people thinking he was legitimately injured. People thought he got injured in his debut because he was selling his. It was beautiful. He does some great moves. The Mexican Destroyer, that sacrifice move that he does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the moves were crisp. They were great. They did a lot of risky stuff. Man, I could not take Chad's German suplex. At first, my first match, my debut match, I'm not taking the German suplex on the apron like that.
He can yeet it. Dude, where he just came from, AEW, they don't care. They will fuck you up for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's
they
better about me on tax and glass,
Yeah, so taking the German suplex, I mean, it's going to suck. That's not to say it don't suck, but it's a lot safer. Damn it. It's a lot less chance of injury. But the selling, let's go back to that.
Yeah.
So Classic brought that up, and that's a really good point because between the indies and AEW, they don't sell shit, and especially in Lucha Libre. Lucha Libre ain't for selling. They have selling spots. They have little spots where they sell, but it's bang, 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 bang. It's move action. At the move spot. Yeah, it's constant action flying around. So folks ain't really selling like that.
Yeah.
But Penta was out there selling.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
His leg got broke on the corner post. You would have thought his leg got broke.
He was like, I was like,
whoa, what happened? Did he just accidentally tear something? Because he was screaming.
Did he hurt that nigga? I'm like, man, Penta get hurt in his first day.
Yeah.
But no, that was because he ain't never put on for the city like that.
Yeah,
he ain't never put on for the city like that. So that's dope. That was dope. That mean he understand where he at, because that is what separates WWE from the indies and other companies. That's what makes TNA good. Is they got a lot of people who sell. They got a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, who actually know how the business works. What up, Tom? Because that's a good look for him. Now,
it was great.
In about 6 months, it's gonna get even better.
Ray Phoenix,
because his brother coming. Ray Phoenix gonna be there, and you know what? Penta gonna be. It's gonna be a nice 3 months where Penta just get to be him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I think him coming through first gets to give him that moment to
Mhm.
because he already over. He over like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
You know, the great thing about what wrestling that is right now is that there's more people who know more about more wrestling now. Like the people who only know WWE are a few of the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It used to be where people only really watch WWE. I only really watch WWE, but I'm still mindful of the other
Tapped
product.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. The people who just watch WWE is a very,
Yeah.
very
I
small
was one of
percentage.
those people till recently. I
Yeah,
needed to supplement.
yeah. That's what I was like, you're still a baby bird. That's what I told him. I was like, you're still a baby bird of a fan. Okay. You need to go spread
Yeah.
your wings, my nigga.
Gonna
Leave
be
the
watching
nest.
AEW tonight. Hey, MVP.
Yeah,
MVP is gonna be in action. MVP is gonna be in
wow.
action.
See,
Trios match. Let's go.
see, that's the best thing going over there right now. It's the hurt syndicate.
Yeah. And Trevor. I need more. I need more Trevor. I need more Ricochet. I need more Ricochet. They just spark him up, man. They done made something out of Ricochet, man. I love it.
Man.
But okay, so Penta, great match. The promo after he started in English went over to Spanish, but either way, it was everything start to finish, giving him time to cook after the match. I thought that was special with his family there and everything. I thought that was great. So I enjoyed everything about his debut. Like you said, I think it stole the show, or at least the first portion, because later there's something else that stole the show too. I mean, they had two show stealers, two show stoppers. Like Raw was good as far as in ring. This at least two. There was two matches that were special, and this was one of them. So I'm gonna ask you, shoot it or boot it. Wyatt 6 gets transfer portal to SmackDown.
Let's shoot it.
Okay, man. So your boy, your fan favorite, Karrion. Where's he at? Let me. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Karrion, y'all. There we go. So your boy Karrion was outside the general manager's office talking to the Miz, and found out that Miz told him that they couldn't get revenge on Wyatt 6 because Wyatt 6 got transfer portal over to SmackDown. And Karrion threatens Miz, if I find out you had anything to do with this, I'm taking you out. Because he wanted to finish off the Wyatt 6. So they gone. Mid rivalry. Wyatt 6 had taken the L to crossing them, and then they get just transferred out of nowhere. How do you feel about the Wyatt 6? Have they all the build up that's surrounded the Wyatt 6? Have they let them down? Is SmackDown a good home for them? What do you think? I'll get Karrion off so you can talk.
Okay. No, put him back. Put him back.
Risky.
I need an extra little bit of rage and hatred when I say this. And I say this with all the respect to the talent involved, except for Karrion Kross. That feud absolutely ruined the Wyatt 6. They was already on their last legs. That shit is no longer interesting. I told you, as soon as the lights come on, as soon as they start doing things with the lights on, as soon as they start getting beat up, as soon as they start losing, it was going to be over with. And they are fucking ruined. They are fucking ruined. And I hated it because I knew that the best days was going to be the first days. And from then on, it was just going to go downhill. And it sucks because if Bray was here, he would not have let it go down like that.
Yeah.
It would have been way better. They didn't have to roll it out because the nostalgia factor, the fact that Bray gone, that's what got it over super quick.
That's true.
But it had no sustainability at all because it's just like most spooky gimmicks. It's just like most scary shit. It's just like the same way with Bray Wyatt. When the lights come on, When they start doing shit in the light and you get to actually see them and they have to wrestle, it's gonna go bad. That's why the one thing about the Fiend that was good in the beginning is that they had him wrestle in the dark in red light and shit like that. He wasn't wrestling in normal environments.
Okay.
Glow in the dark, all this other shit. The lighting was always crazy. It was always something wild. Now, if Bray Wyatt wrestled, you might get light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made sense sometimes. The cult leader. You know what I'm saying? Cult leader Bray Wyatt. He could wrestle in the light. That works in the light. But when you're super spooky, it don't translate no more. Not no more. That's why this little freaking weirdo right here. Not him, because the AOP could actually be good. That little fucker in the middle, who is the charisma vacuum of a black hole in King Mabel's asshole.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Oh, listen. I'm a Cross fan. I'm a rock with it. I think him and Miz need to do a different dynamic than they're working on.
Miz need to get away from
I'm gonna tell you, I'm worried though. Because speaking of Raw, I mean Miz had a match and he got squashed later on. We'll have a shooter booted on that. But he got squashed after dealing with Karrion Kross, and Wyatt Six got transfer portal after dealing with Karrion Kross in the program. So now I'm worried that you might be right about the black hole of Karrion Kross. Like, I'm concerned because Miz is now getting squashed on Monday Night Raw, and the Wyatt Six is getting transfer portal after killing somebody on live TV.
It's only been one sustainable story since dealing with Karrion Kross, and that's the New Day. That's the only one that's worked out the way that they wanted it to, because they wanted Karrion Kross to be this thing, this entity where when you come across him, you might not be able to defeat him, but you're changed forever. Mm-hmm. Right?
I like that idea.
It works if it wasn't already the thing the Fiend was doing.
Mm. So it's a stolen gimmick. Man, stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
Mm. Oh, Chad Gable. Yeah, they shot Chad Gable. He resurrected somehow, which kind of already took down. They took the Y6 down a little bit when he walked back out in the suit the next week, but like they definitely killed Chad Gable. He was dead. That man was dead.
Killed him, bro. He
that
had
man was
a
dead.
gunshot wound to the forehead.
That man was dead. I don't care. After that promo, you ain't gonna tell me Chad Gable was dead. He was dead. That man was dead.
That was it. They didn't confirm it. We all agree on it. If all the wrestling fans agree on it, it's basically canon until they're cleared up, which they never will. So it's canon. It's canon. And that's how it works.
Yeah,
so if y'all didn't know, that's how wrestling works.
Then he pimps back out in the suit, and a couple of weeks later, like nothing even happened. Oh, you missed that when the Y6 debuted, man. They were terrorizing because Chad Gable was terrorizing his team, the Alpha Academy. When he was terrorizing them, the Y6 started terrorizing him. And when they actually showed up on the show, they laid out a bunch of there was bodies everywhere. They laid out a bunch of people after the lights blinked, lights, smoke, and then every time you saw one of the Y6 in different parts of the backstage area, like they were just like standing over top of bodies. And one of the last ones before you got the Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy was Chad Gable with a big old red spot on his head, just, like laid out up against like one of those black and silver box things, those little container. I can't think of the name. You remember that?
Yeah, little crates and shit.
Yeah, them crates. Yeah, them rolling crates. But yeah, man, I thought it was messed up when they got transfer portal to SmackDown. I know they're going there to die. That wasn't forgettable to me. I will never forget Chad Gable dying and being resurrected in the suit. I'll never forget.
The resurrection of Chad Gable?
Yeah, the resurrection of Chad Gable. It's never been talked about. He just showed back up like nothing ever happened. No, and then the same thing with Miz. Yeah, Miz gets kidnapped. He shows back up and then sets up the Wyatt. Like that ruined the Wyatt 6 for me as far as Supernatural. You kill somebody, they're right back walking around talking, starting a whole new program with somebody else, a new beef. He's on to his third beef after Y6, still on his same stuff that they were punishing him for. and then the Miz gets kidnapped to get reprogrammed, and he's still the Miz. He's still being an a-hole. So it's like, what's the point of they don't have any supernatural power? They attacked Charlotte, and she was scarred. She was traumatized and screaming, and now she's right back to being Charlotte. It's like there's no effect after the promo that they do where they've drastically affected and altered somebody's life. There's no lasting damage. The next week, everything is erased, other than the memories. It's crazy. I don't like it. But shooted or booted, Sheamus versus Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser.
Shoot it. Let's do it.
All right, man. So, Sheamus was able to get a win over Kaiser. The best part for me was after the match, him getting into a little kerfuffle with Braun Breaker, who was standing in the crowd, sitting in the crowd. He had his ticket watching the match in the front row. But, this is a long running feud, Sheamus versus Kaiser. They've had a triple threat with Braun Breaker. So this has been going on for a little minute. And, Kaiser's attacked Sheamus. But Sheamus was able to get the, 1, 2, 3 after the bro kick. Where do you think this rivalry is going, and where can it go? And are they just going to keep recycling these three in the IC hunt? Is that it for us as fans?
I mean, yeah, that's the IC story, and that's okay, because as long as it ends up with, so the feel good story will be Sheamus.
Okay.
Sheamus
I would love to see that.
Yeah, Sheamus winning the IC title is one of the titles that he hasn't won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll give him the Grand Slam. You know what I'm saying? He already a Hall of Famer, but it'll be that extra. It'll be the extra little tip, little feather in his cap. Plus, he was going at it. Is rehashing the story he had with Gunther.
Okay.
But Kaiser winning the IC title would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That's making a star, another star. Mm-hmm. It's showing you how over Braun Breaker would be. Now they can go Braun to Sheamus and then right to Kaiser in give him like a month or two. He ain't gotta have the title no super long time. It's Sheamus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because I'm with it. Because Sheamus need to beat Braun. Yeah, because then that'll give Braun some legitimacy with him losing to Sheamus. There's no shame in losing to Sheamus.
I like it. Let's go.
So real quick though, Snacks. This is how I will remember this always. This pose was the first this pose.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This pose
man.
was the first this pose.
Oh,
that's how I'll never forget it, because they started wilding. Because this was like basically not the beginning of the Triple H era, but this was like we're full on in the Triple H era, and this is what they do.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting backstage, and you getting placed, and you getting bleeded. So Tag got shot in the head. He came back in like 2 weeks. Jay got heated off a Doc.
She been gone for a couple months.
He been gone for about a month or two. You know what I'm saying? She been gone a little bit. What was that? When was that? No,
I feel like it was November. I feel like it was November.
After. It had to be after Survivor Series. The Survivor Series was late in the year.
me see. Let me look it up. When was Jay Cargill attacked?
November
November
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah. November 22nd. Yeah, so she, late November. So yeah.
It's crazy. Woo! It's all right, man. So I can see Sheamus taking it off of Braun. They're actually a good physical match. Sheamus ain't got the age on him, but that experience would I can see him pulling something off. He's still a good performer. He's still a good worker. I can see him having, like you said, a short reign. I can see him getting cheated. Like I can see Kaiser winning on some kind of sneaky backstabby stuff in a match and winning on winning the heel way.
Mm-hmm.
And then having an actual decent something with a Braun Breaker and maybe a third person that's not Sheamus. And Sheamus could move on from that, and then Braun Breaker could reclaim it, retain it, move up, whatever they want to do. But I could see that what you laid out. I can see it playing out like 1, 2, 3. I'm passing the belt around. Moving on to a segment that happened. Shoot it or boot it. Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Didn't watch it. So shoot it so you can tell me what the hell happened.
Oh, okay. So Jay Gunther's out there talking. Jay pops out there. Gunther tells him, "You're not good enough. It's nice that you think you can compete on my level." Jay said, "I heard that before." Yeah.
I seen the end of it.
Okay. Yeah, Jay said, "I've been hearing that all the time, but I'm still. It's just me, Oos, and I got to keep proving myself." And he takes Gunther's challenge, so they'll have a Saturday Night Main Event. What do you think about that match? Saturday Night Main Event.
I did see the end. It's Jay has this weird way where it's like it's passionate, but you hear his voice and it sounds like he about to cry.
Yep, does every time.
I think that adds to it. It don't take away from it. It sounds funny because that's just his voice.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he about to cry every time he talking. That do add a little emotion and passion to it. I'm like, cause of me.
Right. Yeah. Cause he's even telling them to calm down to eat. Like, like don't even eat. Like I'm trying to just talk for real. Like this real stuff. But it was cool. It was a cool promo. I'm really, again, you know how I feel about Jay in the ring. I'm not interested in seeing that match, but I know he has to wrestle. He can't just be somebody that comes out and enters like me being a hater. This is what I prefer for Jey Uso. Promos with people, interacting with Sammy and Jimmy and other people backstage. I love that. Interacting with Rhea, love it. Come out to the ring with his, day one is just me. I love it. When he gets to the ring, just walks back out. Just goes back to the locker room. And that's it. They never wrestle. I would love him to just never wrestle. Or he'll do the whole entrance and then come sit at the announcer's table and come chop it up with him. I would love his entrance, but I never want to see him wrestle after he enters, like in some kind of way. So I would love that.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. Sorry, Jay.
Well, I respect it. I respect it. Yeah. It's an acquired taste. I don't completely hate it. It chaps your ass. So you know what I'm saying? I can.
Him and Jimmy wrestling, I could go the rest of my life never seeing them wrestle. If they're
That's
not going to tag team,
I did say that though, and here's where I agree with you. There's something better with them as a tag team.
Yep.
That is more digestible. Like I said, they look the same. They do the same moves. It's dope to see the timing between them. You know what I'm saying? The cohesion, the synchronized moves. That's cool. By themselves, it seems different. Way deep.
Yeah. There are 20 to 30 better in-ring wrestlers in NXT right now on the guy side. On the guy side alone. Like just watching them in the ring, 20 to 30 more entertaining match watches on the guy side in NXT. Which it bothers me to say that about Jimmy and Jay. You muted, or am I muted?
I'm sorry, I was trying some. I mean, I tried it. It was it's a fire brewed craft soda. It's the flavor is Orange Dream. I'm not gonna say the company because I don't want to besmirch their good name. They might have like families and kids that's watching, but
Fire.
for me, it was terrible.
Okay. And he takes another swig.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Jimmy and Jay in the ring.
Every time it's a super kick, it's like
Yeah,
super
yep.
kick.
Another swig. Yep.
No,
Right to the mouth. Yeah, it's not gonna. Not. It's not pleasant. These are
it's
bad aftertaste.
it's not gonna. The next one's not gonna taste good, even if you as bad as you want it to. The
Yep.
next one's not gonna taste good, but serviceable.
Still,
I needed to drink something,
it was wet.
and my life depended on it.
It was wet.
It's wet, exactly. It was wet.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
It was wet, so there you go. It needed to be wet. It needed to be good. It just needed to be wet. So yeah, sometimes it be like that.
All right. So shoot it or
The
boot
shirt
it,
though,
man.
hold on. I do want to say
Go ahead,
this:
yeah.
the Yeet gear.
It's
If they
clean.
start doing that throughout the cities for the teams, I'm
Yeah, San
definitely
Jose.
getting one. I'm gonna have to figure out something. We're gonna have to move something around. But he also from there, though. Like they from
Okay.
that area. San Jose,
Yeah.
San Francisco. I believe that's around the
Person.
same area.
Yeah, man, listen. Yeah, if they did like not personalized but localized Yeet gear, that'd be crazy. That'd be
It's
crazy.
further
That stuff
south.
always works.
Okay, my bad.
That stuff always works.
I know they're from California, so
San Francisco.
it's northern. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
my bad. So yeah, I know they from there, so I didn't know if it was something they was doing. But yeah, if they do that throughout the cities,
That'd be dope.
man, I want to see
Yeah.
what team if he do the Blackhawks, so I'm definitely getting it. Because they got a thing of him. I know he's been getting into hockey because they got a video of him, CM Punk, and Jackie Redmond all went to a Blackhawks game. Like the day they had like a Smackdown or like a live show. It was like a Raw, a live show or something. Some reason they was in Chicago. And they went to a Blackhawks game. And they was lit. He said he liked it.
You know what would be sick though? If they took the Chief logo and it was a side profile of Jay. Instead of, man, that would be sick. That would be sick.
Yeet. The Yeet
That would
Hawks.
be sick. Yeah, that'd be dope. I'd be tempted, but that'd be slick. But I know you're gonna have to shoot this one because your boo things in this. Shoot it or boot it. Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai for the inaugural Intercontinental Women's Championship.
Let's go.
Boot it. Okay, so let's go on to Sammy versus the Miz.
No. We could take a quick little shot at
it. All right, man. So Lyra Valkyria went on to defeat Dakota Kai in a good match. They put on a quality match. The crowd was out of it, but came back into it because they did some stuff. Lyra Valkyria with the suplex off the apron to the floor for Dakota Kai. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. Full on bump, both of them. So Dakota was work. We've seen more recent work of Lyra because she knew she on the roster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you saw from Dakota is why everybody like her.
Yeah.
That's let me try to put a time frame on it. That's 27. That was 2017, 2018 NXT Dakota Kai.
Okay.
You ain't seen her throw that kick in a minute where she run around the ropes. I forgot what she called it. They using that little rope. See, okay. Yeah, so let me explain. Let me do 30-second history lesson on Dakota Kai. Okay. NXT Dakota Kai, her thing was team kick. That's why she's always been the type of person who throw kicks.
Okay.
She got away from that. A lot of injuries probably was part of that too. You know what I'm saying?
Her legs seem weak.
Yeah.
She got baby deer weeks. Baby deer legs.
but when she healthy and she can throw them kicks like she's supposed to, it looked good.
Okay.
And she could work, she could sell. She showed that Monday. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, but first she had won it. I'm not mad that Lyra won. I'm not mad at all. But there wasn't a definitive kind of like, there wasn't a winner that made sense. For some reason, Chelsea Green just made sense. Like everybody wanted Chelsea Green to win. They didn't want Michin to
lose.
They didn't want her to lose, but they just wanted Chelsea Green to win. Everybody did.
Yeah.
Everybody
out of five, like if somebody said I want Michin to win a belt, I'd have been like, okay, 3 out of 5. I'd love her to win a US heavyweight belt. You said I want Chelsea to win a US belt, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for sure.
I would actually prefer her to have the IC belt, but she's just on the wrong brand. I'd actually prefer her in the IC belt. For whatever, conceptually, something in my mind says I prefer her to be the Intercontinental Champion. It just has a different feel to it. But hey, US heavyweight, I'm with it.
So yeah, I definitely
your girl Kai thought she should have won.
Yeah, definitely thought she should have won. But I'm not mad at Lyra. Let it make a star. We got it. You know, you got to vet with the US title. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea. Chelsea been in the game for a minute, so let the IC title build the star.
Oh no, it's balanced again. Oh my god. So Braun, the rookie with the IC, and then the US heavyweight is Shinsuke.
But that's the belts though. Like if you look at the history of the belts, those belts have always kind of stood for something. Right? So the US title in a weird kind of way at one point was like the title of wrestling.
Okay.
This is like before the NWA had kind of came up with their thing, but like a lot of the known people was established with the US title. Right. That's what you put on your veterans, your Ric Flairs, your Harley races, you know what I mean, your Lex Lugers, your DDPs, your Booker T, you know what I mean? Those are the people that carried your US title.
Okay. So it's like there's some like lore to it.
Yeah.
US heavyweight is for the vets.
Right.
Established vets. Establishing or established vets.
Yeah. Yeah. The IC title was always always kind of like the up and comer, the workhorse. That's the wrestler's belt. Basically. That's why Braun got it. That's why Shawn and Razor fought over it. That's why Brett made it popular. That's why Randy made it popular when he had it. When you have the IC belt, you work like the IC champion. You know what I'm saying? That's why Gunther made it back popular again, because he's a worker. So most 99.9% of Gunther matches gonna be good. You ain't finna get no stinker, even on a BS Raw. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of June.
Yeah. It might be slow paced. If that ain't your style, I get it. But he's gonna put in work.
Yeah, he gonna put in work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the idea of that title. The young Randy, not young Randy Savage, but the Randy Savage is the Ricky Steamboats, you know, those type of wrestlers, you know.
That makes some sense. That actually helps me appreciate it a little bit more than putting it on Lyra, but I still don't like it. But it gives me like a half a tick up. There's some sense to it. There's a logic to it. Because like she hadn't been on TV in 4 months. Like she went from the Queen of the Ring tournament where she almost won.
Right.
She got beat by Nia. Long stretch of disappearance. I think she might have had one televised match in between, 2 tops. And then she shows up for this tournament. And I'm like,
little sus. That's why I say Dakota could have got it, because she been doing good work with Damage Control for like the last 2-3 years.
She has.
So,
yeah. I know she did a little complaining on social media about not getting her opportunity. So hopefully she's not done. Hope she's not out of the title hunt in perpetuity.
Did
She
she
had a
win
nice
you
little.
over a little bit? Just a little bit.
I mean, a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what did. I was just getting ready to speak on it. She did an exclusive promo, like an interview with her and Io were backstage,
Yeah, I seen it.
and how gracious she was, and how open and vulnerable she
Mm-hmm.
felt. That
Mm-hmm.
won me over more than anything else. Like she felt human
Right.
in that moment, and that won
Right.
me over more than anything. Plus, I do like that little round kick. I don't even know what it is, where she goes turnbuckle to turnbuckle, but she goes round because it's my super kick problem. If you're gonna do the
Right.
same move as everybody else, do it differently.
Do it different. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do the super kick, like slap your legs or do the alpha but before you kick them. Like do something to make it different. Like I do
Bah.
something. Yeah, like a
That's crazy.
distraction or like point. Like you know they point and they look,
Hey,
and then when they
what's
turn
that?
back to look at you, super kick. Do something. Just tweak it a little bit. You ain't
Yeah.
gotta reinvent the wheel. Just put a hubcap on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just do something. Midnight said no, no. All right, so we got Sammy versus Miz. Shoot it or boot it.
Booted.
All right, Miz got squashed. Yeah, I think that match might have been 5 minutes. Okay, World Star, man, we had the street fight. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Man, shoot it or boot it in the main event too.
Let's shoot it. Let's shoot it because
Let's go.
I want to talk about probably one of the coolest things I've seen happen in a wrestling match happen in this wrestling match. So let's go ahead and talk.
All right. So this is why I didn't want to just say Penta stole the show, because this stole the show too. Like this was PLE level. This was like the street fight. It felt like the same quality for me as the Bad Bunny street fight. Like it was a great street fight. I'm not tired of Damian and Finn for whatever reason, because they're not trying it out every single week like a lot of people. Damian and Finn doesn't feel stale to me. Like, because I don't, maybe somebody says something, but I don't see them week after week. It might be 3 weeks in between the last Damian and Finn interaction. So it still feels cool as opposed to Rhea Liv, which is like every week somebody was saying something or doing something. Even on NXT, like it's like, oh my God, I can't get away from these two. But this feels good. It was a great match, man. He came out with the Puerto Rican kendo stick. Probably shouldn't be called a kendo stick if it was Puerto Rican flag on it. The poppy stick. I don't know what to call it, but it was something. But while he's waiting for Finn to come out, man, Finn, listen to Finn, you win. Finn came from behind while his entrance music was playing on the Titantron. He came from behind and stole on Priest to kick off the action, man. But it was a great match, good back and forth, man. What did you think about this match? To people out there, if you didn't see it, spoiler alert, Damian won. But let's talk about how we got there, man. Tell me what you thought about this match.
So they have built this fight between them. This is another rivalry that can carry on forever. They're never going to see eye to eye after this.
Yeah.
It's just like who did I just say? Michi and Mia. Like they're never going to see eye to eye. Right. So this street fight was good, man, and it's tough because you want to get the essence of a street fight without it being overly exaggerated, right? We've seen hard to believe.
I'll be right back, but I'm listening.
Street fights, but it was some spots in this street fight that felt organic. Like the spots in this street fight felt very organic. Like they weren't paced and stuff like that. Like things were set up, but it didn't feel like they were just going straight to the next spot. Like the coup de grace through the table was nasty. When they had set up the two tables and they fighting between it, and he trying to see who gonna get on, and he finally got Damian on the table, and Finn come off with the coup de grace, and typically you go through the table, but he landed on Damian and they stopped first. And then the table broke. It was like he gave resistance first. So he almost hit him with like a coup de grace. For real, like in his chest. Like he was standing on him. You say who? Who can who gonna have the forever rivalry? Uh Damien and Finn.
Yeah, it was the one first because you said Me Chin and Mia Yim, but I was like, nah, that wasn't who you was talking about. 'Cause I know you. It wasn't Me Chin and Chelsea. There was somebody with more heat on it. I want
I
to
mean,
say it
not
might
me
have been
Chin and me,
KO.
me Chin and Kelsey.
Chelsea,
Chelsea, I mean, yeah. I'm tripping. She got too many names.
yeah.
Me and
She
got too many names.
do.
But I want to talk about the coolest thing I've ever seen happen
Ooh.
in a wrestling match.
Hey, this is big. I gotta hear this.
That you'll probably never see happen again. Okay, so I forgot how he got there, but
Mm-hmm.
they ended up bringing out a stretcher for Finn Balor.
Yeah. That's
Right.
okay. So they fought up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
They went over the rail, and they decided to take that bump onto the tables below. And after that, they rolled out the squad had to come and check on everybody. They got Finn
Right.
up on the stretcher with the neck brace. But go ahead from there.
So they get Finn on the stretcher, and they are rolling him out towards the entrance. Now here come Damian Priest. Now, if you've watched enough wrestling, you've seen the spot, of course, where they come up, the dude on the stretcher, they knock everybody back, and they whoop dude ass on the stretcher. This was better. Hold on, I'm lagging a little bit. Let me get my cuss. All right, we're good. All right. This was so much better. So Damien comes up, Finn is strapped to the stretcher. He pushed everybody back, start punching Finn in the face. He unstraps the top strap on the stretcher. Now, mind you, before he did that, before he started punching Finn made this face of holy shit. I'm strapped to this thing and this big motherfuckers on me. I am defenseless, dog. So
that's crazy.
He unstraps the top strap and takes the stretcher and pushes this stretcher as hard as he can towards the ring and lets it go. Now, the intent was probably just to get it to go straight and hit the side of the ring. Possibly. If what happened was planned,
that was beautiful.
They will never be able to pull this off again.
Yeah. You're right.
The stretcher starts to turn, like most things, like everybody knows that type of motion. Like you push something, and then once it goes by itself, it starts. Yeah, weight distribution.
Your stronger arm, overcompensate, like all that stuff. Yeah.
So it starts to turn sideways, and this was such perfect timing. It turned sideways just to the point to where when it got perfectly perpendicular with the ring, it hits the apron, and Finn rolls off the stretcher into the ring.
It was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit looks so good. They could probably never do it again because he didn't push. He pushed that stretcher and let go.
Yeah, from a little distance. So I expected it to tip over when it went sideways. I expected it to tip over.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought too. It was either gonna go straight and just hit the ring, or it was gonna turn sideways and tip over.
Mm-hmm.
But when it did that, dog, the science nerd in me was like, "Holy shit! They will never be able to do that again."
Yeah.
Because it was perfect timing. It didn't get sideways and roll. Because if it would have rolled any further sideways, it'd have fell over.
Mm-hmm.
Like the timing was so perfect on that. And that close. Probably I'll give it tied for number one with the coolest thing I've seen in wrestling ever. Because that'll never be timed again like that.
Yeah. Nah, that was pretty cool. And the other thing, I like the implementation of the drones, because when they did the spot from the top of the stair over the rail at the top of the stairs, when they did that, the drone shot as they fell, man, listen.
Yeah.
That was crazy. The aerial view of them going down to the tables was crazy, man. But that match was sick. Of course, the interference Judgment Day came in, but they were able to jump Damien. I can't even remember how, but he got the upper hand somehow. It was a good match. I enjoyed that immensely, and I was wondering because it was like 8, 10. It was 10:30 when the match. It was like 10:35, 10:33, somewhere in there when the match ended, and then the show went off. I was like, oh shoot. They did a 2.5 hours, so they are not beholden to 3 hours. They're not going to stick to a hard 3 hours. They're going to move it around based on what they got going. So I did like that they changed the time based on what they had going and didn't try to push it to 3 hours. So I wonder how flexible they're going to be. Are they going to do some 2, some 3, some 3.5? I do wonder how much they'll move on that, not on Netflix.
I think 2.5 hours is a sweet spot.
It was nice.
2.5 hours is a nice sweet spot. You can't really get away with 2.5 hours on TV. Regular television. Yeah.
Because they're going to want to know what we're supposed to do with this other 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
We're going to do this other 30 minutes.
Yeah, so with that freedom, and that's what I was kind of hoping. Some shows can be 2:30. Some shows can be 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could be any length of time. It could be any length of time. And that's dope. It's probably once it go over 2 hours, it's, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything. And that's great. Yeah, that's dope. Because the 2 hour Raw era for a couple months was very digestible. It was very digestible.
Was. Okay. Well, listen. Let us get out of the Raw on Netflix, man. So we are getting ready to talk about the best face championship reigns. But let me change this background. You know what I'm saying? Let's get off the Raw. Let's get into the studio. All right. So a couple weeks ago, it might have been last week. I know we were supposed to talk about it last week. Something I don't remember. It might have been 2 weeks. It might have been last week. My time feels very off. Something happened. The debut. The debut pushed this. The debut of Raw on Netflix kind of pushed this. But we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and Yellow was telling me how the chase is always better than the reign. For a babyface, if you're a babyface, the title chase is always more fulfilling for fans than the actual reign of a babyface, because it lacks the same type of friction, the same type of tension as and that's true of most things in life and art. The pursuit, the chase, the thrill, the delayed gratification is always like part of one of the best parts, and that level of attainment, the satisfaction of that. But beyond that, just having it and maintaining, that's always seen as kind of boring, a little more stable, especially for a babyface where they don't have a lot of they're not injecting a lot of negativity and tension into this situation. So I get it. It's like psychologically. But I was like, there had to have been quite a few baby faces that had interesting reigns. And I have a list here. And you tell me what you think. Because some of these, I've got a list of title holders that were faces. And you tell me, we had a qualifier, but I can't remember what the qualifier was. I didn't write it down. Okay, Ray. Have a good night. Okay, man. The IQ 45, man. I hope y'all do something public. I hope we can look that up somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna say share it with me if you can.
Promo. Something. That sounds just beautiful. IQ 45. But as far as WWE WF champions, I'm gonna start going through the list, and you tell me what you think about. Hulk Hogan. That's like an obvious one. That's like, I think that's almost cheating. That's like a gimme.
Yeah. That's a gimme. Might as well get it out the way now. Because look, whether you love them, hate them, or really, 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 really hate him.
Yeah.
Modern wrestling wouldn't be where it is right now without Hulk Hogan.
Mhm.
And Hulk Hogan did for a minute set the standard for like the babyface champion.
Yeah.
Talking about toys, merch, cereal. Yeah,
German, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I run through Google Translate. No, the whole podcast.
Oh man,
run, run the whole podcast through Google Translate.
that'd be
But
crazy. That'd be crazy.
that yeah, Hulk Hogan kind of set a standard, and I know it truly sucks for wrestling. I want to say it sucks for him. I'll give him a little bit of grace as a human being.
Yeah,
It
man.
does suck for him to not be able to be embraced in wrestling the way he has. Now it's completely his fault.
Yeah, is
It's completely his fault.
is.
But damn, that sucked. Like it didn't even take no satisfaction out of experiencing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Let
even
me
like
ask you a question.
they got booed. It was like oh
Let me ask you a question because there are other like Kane is a conservative, and I think probably supported Trump. And I don't
mhm.
know if he's got this level of heat, but I also haven't seen him pop back up in WWE since Trump ran this last time. But do you think Hogan could have become the face he was without being the snake that he was backstage? Would he have had the same level of influence with leadership and it kept him in favor if he wasn't a snake company man? If he wasn't a
Not
corporate
long
stooge?
term. Not in the long term. But I also think that the fans didn't really rock with it too long in WWE because it did get stale. Like I said, we've been watching all the Royal Rumble matches from like the beginning
Yeah.
to the current one. We're gonna try to get them all in before the February 1st. That's the Rumble 2025. And during that 89, 90, 91 time, you know, that's when he was kind of falling out of favor. So when you see that ending during the 92 Rumble, when Hogan get eliminated by Sid Justice, the crowd cheered.
They did.
Now they edited it out and added some cheers to it. I think they said on the copy on the network, but that YouTube video still got the boo. Still got the cheers.
Yeah.
So they switched the reaction on the on Netflix. I don't know how I just said it. I don't know if I said it right the first time, but during his beginning, yeah, man, there was probably nobody bigger. He was wrestling. Basically, when it was like, I'm about to go watch wrestling, you be like, what? That stuff with Hulk Hogan on it? And once you there, it's pretty much no going back. So yeah.
Became a household name on his face run. Became a household name from his face run. So definitely. Now this name is a name that rings out, but I never saw their work. You might have seen some archival footage, but I'm sure you didn't see this man live. Bruno Sammartino, longest reigning champion in history.
Oh yeah. So that was a long time ago. And from what I've heard about that time, because it definitely wasn't. But that's what I enjoy about listening to shows like Jim Ross and Jim Cornette and stuff like that, because you get that extra knowledge and you get to hear about them stories of what went on from reputable people, like people who've kept track of the stuff, was paying attention to it. You know, they got the knowledge of it. Feel how you want to feel about them. You know what I'm saying? So I've watched a lot of. I've watched so much stuff about everybody. It's crazy. You hear stuff. So he was such a baby face that he was so over in New York because that was basically where he was running all the shows. I think he had his name was on the marquee for the most sellouts at Madison Square Garden. So he had the record for sellouts at Madison Square Garden, where his name was on the marquee outside.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they said when he lost the belt to it was some I can't remember the Larry Zbyszko, I think it was either Larry Zbyszko or somebody. I'm definitely reaching at the memory because I don't remember.
Right.
They said the place went silent. Like it felt like a death. Like somebody had died.
Ivan Koloff,
yeah. Because that was the first time he lost it after holding the belt for like damn near 6 years.
Dang. Yeah. They said it was so silent that he thought he had damaged his ears.
Yeah. Yep. So he's like, am I deaf? Me.
That's crazy.
Oh, hey, man. They was gobsmacked. Befuddled.
Good name. Good word. Yeah.
And then I believe they said shortly after a riot broke out. But that was like once they gained their senses.
Once the shock wore off.
Once the shock wore off.
The anger set in.
I think they're pretty pissed. I believe that's how the story goes.
That's a heck of a baby face though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But they don't even know how to react for a minute. And then they just get violent because they so angry. That's crazy.
It goes from utter shock to pure rage.
You're
no
such
in
a
between.
baby face that your loss turns the crowd heel.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
The crowd has a heel turn.
Like they saw
That's
somebody
crazy.
wronged in front of them, right in front of them. He lost the match. Fair and square. I don't even think they did no like crazy finish. I think he like legit lost the match. And they was just like,
no.
What in the hell? So yeah, Bruno would definitely be up there.
Okay. All right. Bret the Hitman Hart. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Bret Tavius.
Oh
Jamal
yeah.
Hart.
You about to find that? That was crazy.
Before there was Cody Raheem Rhodes. No, it was Bret Tavius, Jamal Hart. Did I find that handshake earlier? That was crazy. Now see, that show you how big a baby face he was. That right there. Not the entrances where he giving the kids the glasses and stuff like that. And he coming out and everybody going wild, and they did the Joe Green commercial where he was Brad, the kid all the way at the end of the hallway. Man, come on, man. Like so there was a because I know he's not going to be on this list because he's not going to be on this list. Bret had the younger crowd. So if you grew up in that time watching wrestling, when you was younger, Bret Hart was your favorite. And then somewhere around 9, 10, or whenever girls get introduced, Shawn Michaels starts becoming your favorite. Like that's how you matured in wrestling.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because by the time he was the man, the game had matured way on. It started changing. You seen what he was doing? This fool was stripping in the middle of the ring. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was definitely a huge emphasis on being the good guy, even if he operated in those gray areas. Because we seen Bret bug up.
Yeah.
During the Rumbles. And that's why I said watching the Rumbles are a good time capsule because it's not just the match you're watching too. You're also getting reminders of where they were at storyline wise, feuds and stuff like that, where they were at around that time. And man, seeing Brett bug up on Owen, came out there and whooped that boy. Fuck you talking about? Bob Backlund came out. He did the same thing. Bug up on his fool. What you doing? Man? You thought you was getting over? Getting that work. So yeah, man. Brett might be sitting in the top spot.
Okay. Now, since you mentioned his name also, they said his boyhood dream run for Shawn Michaels was a good face reign.
It was a good face moment.
So he wasn't the face of the entire reign?
I mean, he didn't have a good face reign though. Okay. Like if we talking about people who were like effective as baby faces as champion.
Okay.
He was good. Don't get it twisted. Shawn Michaels. He was good.
Yeah. But the reign wasn't all that?
Yeah, he fought some people. But he wasn't really a baby face. He was a tweener almost.
He was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. He was Shawn Michaels. Fan favorite, not really a traditional baby face.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
I'm leaning more towards the Cody Rhodes, Bret Hart.
Yeah. I was trying to get people to, but they threw him on the list. So I thought when they said the boyhood dream is babyface, I get they probably didn't know what I was trying to.
The chase though, like the chase to the belt was good. The build of his boyhood dream. I've been in the business this long. The build was good, so that reinforces what I was saying. Like the chase for that is going to be great because you got a story to why this dude is, and it's something inside you that's going to make you feel good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to strike at a chord that's going to resonate with you on the feel good level. But once he win the title, he got the title. What we're gonna do? We're just gonna fight a bunch of bad guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We just fighting people.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Shawn Michaels basically, essentially kicked off the Attitude Era, and these next two dudes are in the same vein of that tweener, not full face. But I'm gonna share their names anyway and let you speak on them. Stone Cold and then The Rock, their face runs because again they weren't full faces, but they were categorized as faces. What about their reign, man? I know they both had great reigns, but again, like you said, they're not full faces. So.
And this is where I'm gonna just quantify anybody from the Attitude Era. None of them count in this scenario. Everybody was a tweener. Nobody was a genuine traditional babyface champion back then. Nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody operated in that gray area all the time. Because Stone Cold definitely ain't finna be a good guy. And if you tell him he a good guy, he gonna give your ass a stunner and pour a beer on you to remind you how he not a good guy. He might toast you
while cussing you out.
Yeah, he might toast you just beforehand. You like, you know what, you're right. Let's have a toast. And then he gonna sting your ass and cuss you out. And then probably help you up and sting you again. So no.
Man, those some good times, man. Those some really good times, man.
And just some of the
him on the mat, just chewing people out to their face after they got knocked out is hilarious, man. One of the funniest visuals.
He all in there shit. And then some of the things that The Rock has said about people as a babyface.
True.
I would have fought him regardless. Like me and him would have just had to be on the back.
Yeah.
Because as a babyface, he just destroyed Billy Gunn's whole career and push. The Dear Billy, with this dude did a promo where he basically imitated Billy Gunn talking to God about why he can't get over him.
Oh shoot.
and it
I'm gonna
ends
watch that after
with
this.
God telling Billy he sucks. And that's a short version. And he delivered this promo in a way where it just destroyed Billy Gunn. It was like, even if he won, nobody would
Yeah,
care. Nobody would care because the Rock was already over.
yeah. That's when he's wearing his Versace shirts and he still had hair.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. So but nobody from the Attitude Era counts.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to the Ruthless Aggression era with John Cena.
All right.
All right.
And this is why John Cena exists, because nobody in the Attitude Era, once Shawn Michaels got the belt, nobody counted. Nobody counted as a true baby face.
Yeah.
It was gonna take a special type of dude to beat him, and then Stone Cold got it, and it was gonna take an even worse type of person to beat him. So
Man.
by the time he got this John, he was exactly what he needed to be.
Yeah.
You know,
He started off with a little bit of that Attitude Era edge. Like he wasn't cussing, but like the whole rap angle and roasting people.
Yeah.
He started off with that before he came all the way into himself.
Yeah. He started off with that. He got over because he took what got him over, which was the wrestling thing. And then he sprinkled it into the face roll. And he kept doing it because John, as a face, had said some shit to some people.
Yeah.
That there's this thing John Cena says where he says just before I'm about to destroy you. You'll talk all this stuff on the mic. You'll say whatever you got to say, and then he'll hit you with fine speech. And if he says that he's about to obliterate you, and there's a whole compilation of it on YouTube. I'm gonna find the video and send it to you. It's the fine speech compilation. He'd be like, fine speech, and then he just go in.
Trust me, I'm about to look that up.
But the amount of shirts that this dude and sold, the merch, the world record for Make-A-Wish is granted in 1 year. I think he did 500 in 1 year, 500 plus, I think, in 1 year.
Man.
Like if that ain't babyface.
Yeah, I don't even know how he finds the time to keep up with his wrestling schedule and to do all his philanthropic stuff.
Yeah, he did that at full on. He did that at full on wrestling.
At the peak.
Yep, wrestling,
that was
acting.
crazy.
Yep,
wrestling,
all of that.
acting, the philanthropic stuff. Trying to make. I think that was close to the time he was in relationships with the Bella girl, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
And like he still was doing like interviews and stuff. Like I would see him because that's how I found out about it. He would be doing an interview like in between wrestling and doing all the Make-A-Wish stuff. I'm like, this dude is crazy.
Yeah,
this dude is crazy. But next, man, after John Cena, you can't see me. This person, I hardly would ever want to acknowledge this person, but I have to admit that they definitely were one of the more popular faces in a time when I just could not watch, and I can't really enjoy watching this person. Daniel Bryanson.
Danielson, Bryanson.
Yeah, that guy.
Danielson Bryanson. That's his Danielson Bryanson.
That dude.
Yeah. Now, if we're talking about individual stories, because it got cut off short.
Injuries, yeah.
It did get cut off short. So I can't say that the run with the title was all that great.
Okay.
But the chase.
The chase thing? Okay.
Oh man. The movement. Occupy Raw.
It did.
The fight against the authority. B+ player. Oh, dude. Man, look, had the wrestling world a chokehold.
Yeah, it did.
had mainstream TV in the chokehold, had them doing the yes chant at the 49ers game when they scored a
Kept
touchdown.
hearing about it. I wasn't even really watching wrestling, but I kept hearing about it, and I would try to watch, but I couldn't watch that guy. It was just something about him just rubbed me the wrong way. I watched them Divas. I would tune in for Divas. Like I would check the Divas out and tap out.
Shit, that was a weird time to be watching the Divas, but okay.
It don't matter when it is. I can always.
He said it's never a bad time.
I've never the women's. If you throw the women in the wrestling ring, it doesn't matter how bad they wrestle. I can watch it. No matter how bad they wrestle.
I can dig it.
All right, so I know this reign wasn't good, but they did list them. Kofi Kingston. I know it can't be good just how it ended. It ended so terribly.
Yeah, man.
But he had it 6 months. I don't know what all happened during the 6 months, but I know he had it about 6 months. But I know how he got squashed at the end, and I can't imagine that it was a good reign if they're willing to squash it like that.
Nothing really. Again, a fair example, probably the second best example. First, if you got a certain melanin content, you know what I'm saying. You definitely putting this over the Daniel Bryan story, but Kofi Mania. Man, Kofi Mania had a nigga over here in tears watching that shit.
Okay, let's go.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
Everybody was boohooing during that shit. It was Woods, man. Seeing Woods, like, God damn you, Woods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was, and it was even better because he beat Daniel Bryan. And the whole story was Daniel Bryan was telling him the same things that the authority was telling him. B plus player, not good enough. Yeah.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't belong here. You know that type of shit.
I probably could have seen that angle. I probably would have appreciated watching that turnabout with Daniel. I probably would have been able to watch that.
But it proves my point. Not proves my point, but it goes back to the point because it's a wrestling thing that the heel title reign is going to be better majority of the time because we're taking somebody with that same story used against him and made that heel because the planet's champion Daniel Bryan, that title reign was his best title reign, and he was a heel. That's when he changed the belt from leather to hemp, like a hemp material.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, have you ever seen the belt?
No.
Yeah, Google Daniel Bryan title belt. Like took all the metal off of it, put all natural natural objects and shit on it.
Wow. I'm not mad at it.
It looked good. Like for the concept, it looks
good.
It fit Daniel Bryan. Yep, it fit the hell out of Daniel Bryan and the story that they was telling. That's why it'll be an iconic belt. It's gonna go down as an iconic belt. Like that's one you're gonna remember. Yep, but the eco title. Yep. Wow. The eco title. But Kofi took that belt off of him, and then it was just, hey, Kofi's the champ. Here comes the champ to do champ things. Just champing around. Champy. Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. That was bad.
I'm saying, got Big E like that too.
Man.
Big E was the face champion. You know what I'm saying? Cashed in Money in the Bank on Bobby Lashley. I think he got Bobby Lashley like that too, but I think Bobby Lashley was a heel. But got Big E like that. Big E champ. He doing champ things, just Big E-ing around. La da 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 da. Brock Lesnar.
Man. Okay.
So,
okay. So if we step out of the heavyweight championship, I think we have a couple of people who I know had great title reigns as faces. So, Intercontinental, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Everything he did was awesome.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say any title that Rey Mysterio has held would fall into this category.
Okay.
Like good babyface runs, except for like the world title in WWE.
Yeah.
Good babyface run, solid matches, always gonna put on a good match, always a good story to tell. Yeah.
But these are all under caveat because I do believe when you were talking about it, you were talking about the heavyweight, the top championship. Like
yeah.
Because
it's give or take.
Those,
it's a little more give or take with the lower card. Because it depends on who the person is, story being told, where exactly y'all at, shit like that.
There's more wiggle room in the mid cards and stuff. But I'm just running through them as honorable mentions. But I know we're outside of the realm of what you were talking about. As tag champs, the Hardy Boys and New Day.
Oh yeah,
good face reigns. And tag champ, if you're the tag team during the tag team eras, oh my god, faces. Those are some of the best. Like the hot tag is still one of the best things in wrestling. Like,
yeah,
you yellow. I know you don't watch NXT. I don't know if you've heard anything about last night's show.
No.
Okay, let me give you an early birthday present. There was a number one contenders match for Bianca and Naomi's tag championship.
Who was in it?
It was who are them two girls? I can't even remember, but let me just tell you who won. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson.
I'll be
right. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy St. Patrick's Day, Happy Earth Day, Happy Flag Day, Happy Memorial Day, Happy Veterans Day.
What happened?
Man. Listen, a title match with all that brownness and beautiness. Oh my god.
It's gonna smell like cocoa butter and mane and tail and that motherfucking number. It's gonna be a beautiful thing.
Oh man, all that what was that boy? Blue luster? Oh my god, pink hair
luster,
oil,
pink moisturizer.
Blue oil.
My god. Oh my god, it's gonna smell like pink moisturizer in there. Oh my god. Woo!
Oh my god! Listen.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, Lord.
Yeah. So I can't even remember who they beat, man. The unholy union. That's what
Blue Magic Grease. Yep.
Yeah, man. Ooh, and when the hot iron or something, you can smell when somebody like flat iron, the hot iron, the hair after they did the blue magic. That smell of like that cooked grease. Oh my god, that stuff was crazy. Black women in their hair. It'd be so funny sometimes.
To pump it up. Is that black gel? That black gel. Boy,
that one I don't know. But I do remember the black gel with the little white top, that little almost pyramid shaped thing.
You know who got that hair? Miss Andre. Your character, she got that. She just scooped a whole handful of the black all the spritz. I'm talking about that black shit. That she done scooped the whole because it's got that sheen to it. That's why I was she got that whole shine. Man.
Eco Style.
Eco Style. Yep. Man. There you go. It's gonna be all of that in the ring at once.
That's gonna be crazy. I hope Jakara do the wet and wavy. When she do the wet and wavy. Oh. Love. All right, man. Listen. So the women's champions faces with good reigns, allegedly. All right. Allegedly. I didn't get to see any of these during their run, so you're going to have to tell me. Now, I don't remember Trish being a face, but they say Trish Stratus had a face run. I don't really remember her being a face.
She was, but because she had some good rivalries. That was when she was going against Lita
and them,
damn. I know I'm missing this lady name, and I hate to say it. I'm blanking.
Not McCool. Who else?
No, not Michelle McCool. Her arch rival,
Okay.
Mickey James.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yes,
Mickey
yes, yes.
James.
Mickey
Mickey
James.
James. Yeah.
Yes.
Trish versus
Yes.
heel. Mickey James. Yeah.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
with
All
the
right.
with the finger lick at WrestleMania.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You never seen it?
Nope.
Go back. Go watch that match.
Something else I'm about to go look. Let me see.
You know. Yeah. You want to go look? Yeah. Yeah. You want to go watch the match? There you go. See, we're gonna be an interesting show. Look, we are fans of everybody and most things on wrestling in most aspects. So yeah, we're gonna be those dudes. I'm definitely gonna put my boy on some shit that he need to go watch.
Yeah, I got 4 tabs open. I got to look up the Deerfield because I know I probably saw it, but I got the fine speech. I got the Daniel Bryan title because I got to see some promos with that belt. I got to see how he first came out with that, and then the Trish Mickey James. So we building up a little tab profile over here. So they say Becky Lynch's demand babyface run was a good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was kind of tweener, but you know what? She was super over. She was super over. She had her moment in the ring with The Rock and Baron Corbin, where she got to basically beat up Baron Corbin with The Rock. So yeah, she was super over. The man, she got the main event WrestleMania.
I gotta look that up.
So yeah, I'm with it. Becky 2 belts. Yeah, Becky 2 belts was as a face. Yeah. Yeah, the Becky 2 belts run was good. She was talking that shit. So that's basically like if you're a good promo, if you're good at that, like you're 9 times out of 10 gonna be able to have a good
good title reign.
Base title reign. Yeah.
Okay. So then tell me about this one because I know she's struggling now. I don't know what it was like back in 2016, but Bailey's Hugger era. They said she had a good title reign.
Yeah, NXT Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah. Not so much on Raw. It was good. It was good on Raw. She was just too much of a baby face. Like she lost a match to Alexa Bliss because it was a match where the stipulation is you can have a kendo stick on the pole, right?
Okay.
So if you go up on the top turnbuckle, grab the kendo stick off the pole, you can use it. Problem is just she didn't want to use it, and it ended up costing her the match because when Alexa got it, she whacked the hell out of her with that. Yeah, she whooped that ass with that stick. So
that chick.
Yeah, that kind of killed it. But it turned. She was so good as a baby face that her heel turn was great, and she had 2 different level of heel characters. Yeah. So after the Hugger, she turned heel and went emo Bailey.
Is that with the asymmetrical?
Yeah, that's with the asymmetrical black hair when she was out here bugging up. And then she went ding dong hello Bailey.
Ding dong.
When she was semi-injured and stuff like that, but she was still causing some bullshit.
Yeah, let's go.
But NXT Hugger Bailey, great matches.
Okay.
Great matches.
Yeah. I know she used to put on some bangers. She used to put on some bangers.
So her and Nia probably have Nia's best match.
Then Nia's first run or more recently?
In NXT.
Okay, NXT. Okay.
I can't remember which takeover it was, but yeah, it was their first match, their first takeover match. And damn, it was good. I ain't gonna spoil it because I want you to go. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be on the list.
Trying to give me homework? Come on, man.
I ain't gonna spoil it, but because it was a good match. It kind of encapsulates her babyface run.
Okay. Cool. I got that up. Cool. All right, now another one. I know this has to be the BEST face title run. Bianca Belair. starting in 2021.
Oh, but she was champ for a year? Hell yeah. I don't give a
Yeah.
damn what she did. She existed. She had the belt. It was great every time, all the time. Like what?
She had to have it longer than that because she had it till when I was watching. She had it till EO like late 2023.
I think it was like a year and a half.
Okay.
It wasn't that long. It
Okay.
wasn't all time reign long.
Yeah, it was solid though.
But it was like a year. So it was like Mania to Mania.
Okay.
Mania to just after Mania, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Mania to just after Mania. But they yeah, she
Y'all missed them new bodysuits, huh?
oh yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a new bodysuit.
Yeah, Bianca wasn't coming to play with us with them baby face run outfits. She definitely wasn't coming to play, and I was here. I was here for the very seriousness of it all. I was here for the seriousness of it all because she was not playing. So yeah, hell yeah,
Man.
because I don't think she's had a title as a heel because she has never been heel on the main roster.
Man.
And she didn't win the NXT women's title, I don't think either. I might be mistaken, so don't hold me to that. I feel like I am. I feel like she won it and lost it to Shayna. Not that I'm saying that, but it's neither here.
My favorite look of Bianca though was actually the red ES. What was that? I can't remember what that was. Let me see. Bianca red. I think it said ESC. It said EST vertical on the thigh. There it is. Let me see. Hold up. This was my favorite look.
Yeah, and she'd have had some looks.
Yeah. Let me see.
She'd have had some looks.
Like that's my favorite Bianca look for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you talking about for whatever reason?
Like all the stuff she wore, like that's always been my favorite. Always been my favorite. Something about the EST on the thigh just pop with the red. It just look good. And then she also got kind of like a wet and wavy curl too. It's like she got the braid, but she got a little wet and wavy going on too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Dude, she started snapping with them outfits. She did a Black History Month.
The fact that she does all her own outfits is crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you seen her
black? I'm about to look it up.
She need to bring she need to run that back next month. While she getting beat up by Jade.
Okay. Let me get close. She got a couple of them maybe. There's a purple one and a black and white one.
The black and white one is probably the
with the faces
one.
on.
Yeah.
It's her like she had Tez with a matching tank top. I think that's Prince, MLK. Okay. Oprah. Come on.
Go ahead and share it real quick.
Let me open it up.
So we can give a reference for the watchers. We appreciate y'all watching too, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all like the video, share the video if y'all watching on the replay. Appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, Tez got the shirt on with her, and she had a whole cape with it.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a whole jacket to go with it because she wear her jackets with.
Yeah, I like that. Let me see if it's might be in one of the. There's 12 photos here. The Obama's on the back. Okay. Wow. Okay. They're strong. And okay, just a little photo shoot. Okay, that's still cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I like how they love each other. They really. Oh, that's the purple cape. No, that's with the purple outfit. She had a cape with the purple out. I see that one. Black History in the making. With the I don't know why it's making me think of Rock Macho Man. I think Macho Man had tassels
Mm-hmm.
for friends. But yeah, okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. So where were we? Okay, there were two more, but they put these under Universal. I'm not sure why they had it at the bottom. These should have been up there with the heavyweights. They said Seth Rollins' babyface run to take down Brock Lesnar in 2019 was a good run.
Again, that's a chase.
It was Chase.
Now him with the Universal title, like he was the Beast Slayer,
Okay.
but he was always entertaining. So I'll say
He,
it
like you
was
said,
a
he can
good
talk.
run. Yeah, he could
He can
talk.
talk.
He gonna put on a good match. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't think nobody was mad. Nobody got sick of it.
Gotcha. Okay. So then that brings us to the catalyst for this entire thing. Raheem Cody Rhodes.
Brother Raheem.
Raheem Cody Rhodes. Now, I say it's a boring reign. Other people may not feel the same way. Who do you think is actually enjoying this reign? Because there's, wrestling fans, it's not a monolith. There are different groups of people. There are the people that wanted to see him finish his story. There are people that just want to see the like you said, the pure baby face. I know the kids probably love it.
Yeah.
Like who are the people that love Cody Rhodes' reign?
Yeah, first of all,
wrestling
the
purists, like
yeah, the younglings. Yeah, the youngins.
Okay, the youngins definitely.
Yeah, the youngins. That's what their characters built off of. Hulk Hogan. Don't get it twisted. Men are the people who watch wrestling the most. They're the ones who buy the tickets a lot. The kids are the ones who are immersed in it to where they don't know what we know. They wouldn't get what we're talking about right now.
The believability.
So I think,
they're sucked in.
Right. They are the purest fans to me. Not the one who knows all the dirt sheet shit. Not the one who keeps up with who's getting released, who been talking to who, Dave Meltzer. None of them. Yeah, they're not the pure fans. Y'all just know a lot. Y'all are knowledgeable fans. Yeah. The pure fans are the kids.
Oh, trick kids.
Because they are watching wrestling the way that is designed to watch, not with the knowledge of, not with that at the forefront that it's fake. They don't even think about it as being predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
They believe exactly who they see is out there. They even smart enough to boo Karrion Kross.
Yeah. No. It's not okay, sir.
So them, I mean, there's people who like to see the genuine babyface heel story, because that's kind of traditional wrestling. It's kind of traditionally the story of wrestling is bad guy versus the good guy. And we was talking about something like that when we was kind of discussing the movie we had watched.
Yeah, Baby Girl.
Yeah. And how the ending was how it was, and people was like, y'all was like, it's okay that she didn't get caught, like, you know what I'm saying, for her to have a happy ending, for everything to come out roses. It's like that typically in life. The bad guy wins so often in real life. The debt collectors don't have to stop coming after you. They the heels. The dude that cut you off in traffic, he the heel. You can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
You can't go kick his ass. He just cut you off in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And then ran you off the road.
Yeah.
Can't go do nothing about it. Your boss then made you work a holiday, or your boss then made you work on your son's last football game day. He don't care. You got quotas to make.
Yeah.
The bad guy win again. The Vince wins again. The elitist wins again. The thug wins again. The politicians win again. So that's why the chase makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why Cody finishing the story. That's why him losing actually did come around and pay off in a bigger way than him winning the first time. Because now it's like he really getting held back. Now he really finna get screwed over. Oh shit, The Rock here this year. The bloodline is strong as ever. Who's gonna help Cody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when that goes down on a Avengers type level like that, yeah. But I can fully agree with you that the reign that we've been the idea of we've been talking about, the actual what do you do with the championship? It's just been standard babyface championship reign. Now it's getting exciting because you got your individual stories that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like the one with KO right now is probably the best one-on-one story he's had since being champion.
Yeah, it definitely is. And he now has Roman gunning for him.
Right.
So it's gonna be cool to see two opposing forces coming for him at the same time. See how he handles the pressure of that.
Mm-hmm.
With because now he's like gonna have to fight on all fronts with the reemergence of the bloodline, with the Ulafala, with the high tribal chief back, and KO coming at you for aligning yourself with him, aligning yourself with the guy that is now coming for your championship.
Mm-hmm.
And that pressure could send Cody into unexpected places.
Plus the winner of the Rumble.
Unexpected alliances.
Plus the winner of the Rumble.
Plus the winner of the Rumble. May come for him. Yeah, may come for Gunther. Or is it automatically to that one championship?
I mean, it's
probably going to be Cody. That's the highest profile one, but you never know with WWE.
Yeah.
Okay. That's either way. It'll be cool. Well, because that's one Rumble wants. So everybody wants that Rumble to come for Cody. So either way, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I like it. I want to see what this has legs now, because Kevin's on him and the tribal chief's on him, and he thinks he's going to get it through the Royal Rumble. So we'll see what kind of pressure gets put on Cody and see how he can handle it. So that'll be interesting to see. All right, man. So as we get ready to get up out of here, man, I did enjoy that conversation. The Elimination Chamber, the second one, yeah. But as we get ready to get out of here, I want to bring up one complaint I have with Triple H and his booking, and I want to get your opinion on it. I don't understand the booking where he locks people into a series. Like it's as opposed to it doesn't feel like these people are having careers, so to speak, where you engage with multiple people, because it's a wrestling career and you're trying to work your way up the ladder. So you're going to interface with, you're going to wrestle this person this week, and the next week you're going to wrestle this person, and everybody's trying to get the number one contendership. It doesn't feel like that. So he'll lock people into, and every show seems to kind of do the same thing in a way, except for NXT, like Raw and Smackdown say. Like it'll be week after week, or however big the time frame is, it'll be person versus person. So like for the tags right now, it's DIY versus MCMG, like them versus them versus them versus them in multiple series. Finn versus Damien. I don't think I've seen Finn fight solo anybody other than Damien, or when it was a triple threat with Damien and Gunther. Rhea versus Liv. I know Liv had that one off with Nia at Queen of the Ring, or not Queen of the Ring, Crown Jewel. But it's like everybody gets locked into these, like right, Sheamus, Kaiser, Braun.
Yep.
But it's like they don't space out the contention or the feud with regular I'm having a wrestling career matches. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll do that every now and then, but they still they keep it too close, where it feels almost as opposed to being somebody's wrestling career and you're following it, and they have feuds during their career, where their career is just made of these feuds, one feud to the other. And that's just been something that's been getting on my nerves.
Like they become obsessed with the person they're in this rivalry with. So
it doesn't feel like an actual sport. It doesn't feel like an actual sport, like, which is the whole thing is supposed to be like, this is a sport where, this is a sport. So like right now, LA Knight, he fought Shinsuke. Cool. he should be scheduled to fight somebody else because this is a sport. And then if Shinsuke's pissed, he'll come and interfere. But it shouldn't be week after week. The only people I'm going to see Shinsuke fight now is going to be LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
The next person, I guarantee, I put money that the next person Shinsuke fights is going to be LA Knight.
LA Knight again, yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to somebody else in the division.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's hard to find that sweet spot, right? Where you get the story that's going to last just long enough between two people to where it's not hot-shotted and the story just come and go within a couple of weeks and no build to it, no substance, right?
Yeah.
Because there's something about a story that's been told over a year or over 2 years, and it's happening because it's got its subtleties and callbacks and references. But then when it's just those two fighting, it dilutes every match.
Yes.
So there is this middle ground that you kind of want to find where you don't overbook the rivalry, but you always want to keep that. You always want to keep that on hand. Like you said, you can always go to that because it don't matter. Because it don't matter what Bronson Reed is going to end up splashing Seth Rollins again in the near future. It's gonna be Rollins and Bronson again.
Yeah.
Especially since he got hurt. Stuff like that keeps rivalries going.
Oh yeah.
Somebody get hurt or somebody be out for a couple of weeks or just sick or just they go away, they cool off, shit like that. So yeah, it's not fun to watch somebody like Rhea and Liv who have a good story, but the matches just keep happening. Like if the story was just happening all the time, cool. But there's matches and there's constantly fights between that.
Yep.
And that don't need to happen.
It don't. And I'll tell you where they did it right. Just I like the where I saw they did it right. Finn and Damian have been having a problem, but Damian went off and fought Gunther,
right,
and was building with Gunther. But the feud with Finn still boiled over, and it boiled over to the Damian Gunther.
It lingered.
And then you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you do it right for me. They did it right kind of with Chad Gable. He had the problems with Alpha Academy. He's moved on to American Made, but he still has problems with Alpha Academy. He just fought Otis. Now they stretched that out too long. Like he should have fought Otis way before. But like that's the concept. Like these people move on with their career and they fight other people and they get into other arts and go for different belts, but they still have problems with certain people. When you cross them in the locker room, y'all might say something slick or you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And that's been my booking problem that's been irking me a little bit. It's like they get locked in with the same people over and over, and it's like you're making people that otherwise wouldn't be boring because we never get to see them be dynamic because we don't get to see them against other talent. Like you're saying, like Andrade Melo, perfect example.
Yeah,
there's only so many versions of the Spanish Fly I can see. So by the time you got to Game 5, you would amplify the Spanish Fly 3 different times. So now it's like we can't take this anywhere. Like Game 7, it was a wrap. So I mean, it was. I just wanted to be over with. Like let them fight other people and revisit. I remember in the old days, it felt like people wrestled almost like round robin. I fight this person, okay, now I'm gonna go over and fight this person, but maybe there's some bad blood that spills over. I fight this person and we shake hands at the end because we, you know what I'm saying? It's like it felt like a career, but this does not feel like a career. People just complain and then they get a title match because they complain, but the next person complains, they don't get a title match, they get punished. It feels so inconsistent.
So remember how I said Razor Ramon was like the king of the Monday Night Raw squash match?
Yeah.
That didn't mean that he didn't have a rivalry going on. Like he would have his thing going on with like Goldust or somebody like that. But he still gonna have a match on Raw with Barry Horowitz. You know what I'm saying? Some jobber, Mantar, or some goofy shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't have those matches anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody's truly a jobber. Everybody's mid-card. Like even the jobbers are mid-card in a sense because everybody under the main event people are treated equal. They're treated the same. If you ain't in the main event, they're treated the same. So nobody really sits at the Barry Horowitz just going out here to lose, and I know I'm going to lose because shit, Tozawa can win at any moment.
True.
Barry Horowitz never won,
Hmm.
and that's kind of their point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they may as well just embrace the jobber role, man, because they basically did that to Apollo Crews until they wanted to bury Giovanni Vinci.
Right.
Like, and I don't know what happened. They rolled him. They reintroduced him to bury him and then disappeared him. I will not understand what they did to Vinci. Like, that felt personal.
Yeah.
Like, you start running promos to reintroduce him, and then have him in 2 squash matches, roll-up squash matches, and then I haven't seen Vinci since.
He must have winked at Tiffy or something like that. And
man, he did something crazy.
Giovanni and Ludwig ain't like it, and he told Gunther, and Gunther told them people.
Kicked him out of Imperium. Almost kicked him out of the league. Basically, he basically gone.
He gone.
It's weird to see. Weird to see it, man. But that's pretty much it, man. I had to get that complaint off my spirit because it's been irking me. It's been irking me. Yeah, I like the NXT kind of switches things up a little bit. Like, it's okay. They started something with Javon Evans and Ego. Then Ego went and fought somebody else, and then Javon Evans ran in. You know what I'm saying? They do not do. I'm fighting the same person every single week, or if I do fight them back-to-back weeks, we do it a different way. So it's like, I love NXT so much. I don't know why it feels so much worse up top. But yeah, that's it for me, man. Anything? Any last things you want to get into? Oh, C3.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we get out of here, do want to advertise that C3 Ultimate Wrestling 15 to Takeover is 2 weeks away, man.
Shout out to 15 on the 15th. Let's go.
Yeah, it's February 1st at noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be live here. We'll be live on Shooting with Script. All 3 channels right now that we live on. If you're watching now, wherever you're watching that, we'll be live here. Matches are already being announced. We got tag titles, ARC going up against Arcade Anarchy. You know, you got Kenny Nine, who basically was beat senseless. You know, he's going
laid out.
He's going to get an opportunity for a tag title. You know, he got his partner who was his opponent at the last show.
Yeah, Johnny CK.
Yeah, Johnny CK.
Let's go.
And they teaming up, so they gonna go up against Larkin and Miles Mercer, who've been had the tag titles for a minute. Fellow ARC and longest reigning champion CK9. There you go. I like it. CK9. Fellow ARC member and longest reigning champion in C3 Ultimate Wrestling, Renee Van Peebles. She's gonna have a mystery opponent, so we don't know who's coming out.
Oh, Ben, please.
Dude, it could be
the Queen of Brawlerville. Oh my God.
It could be anybody.
It
could be Alicia Fox. It could be Tessa Blanchard. It could be Mercedes Monet.
Oh my God. Please don't be Mercedes Monet.
It could be Willow. It could be Athena.
It could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
It could be Becky Lynch making her return to wrestling.
Yep, that's where she comes. She might come sign with C3 Ultimate Wrestling.
Yeah.
Could be China. It could be anybody. So
isn't China dead?
Allegedly.
She come back to wrestle. That's a show. Now listen.
Yeah. So
they're coming back to wrestle to C3.
See, it could be Snacks. See, it could be anybody.
Could be Snacks. It's gonna be Linda McMahon.
Dang. That'd be dope though.
Linda McMahon versus RVP. Man, listen. I pay to see it.
I mean, I'm gonna be working that day and I would pay to see it. So
let's go.
But yeah, that's just a couple of matches that's gonna be on the show, man. Make sure y'all peek into more world title matches and then lots of me. Unfortunately, it's gonna be hosted by Mr. Xander. So I'll still be ring announcing, but
Let's go.
Bootleg Kev is going to be there. And he's going to do stuff, I guess. But trying to be cool so the board don't fire me. So, and other than that, no, that's about it, man.
All right, well, been a good show, man. Enjoyed it. I will definitely try to get on my C3 stuff to get that done before by Sunday for sure. But other than that, man, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man.
I love you, Yella.
I acknowledge you. All right, man. And on that note, man, we're finna tap out. Peace.
Shooting from the scrap.